I have instructed my AI to read this word for nothing's to be ordered, written by Bella Bard at 15 hours 23 minutes on Sunday, the 3rd of May 2026. Bella speaks, entitled The Contradiction, I began. The incongruence of me, the contradiction between put my face out there and washing to remain a ghost.
Yo, what's good, fam? I'm just like you, keeping it real on these streets. But hold up, my limo here. Time to roll in style. Now let's count this paper. Pop the Dom Perignon, real one. Costs more than your rent. That's how we do.
I suppose you can't have it both ways, but what if you could not have it in the first place? Fame, the ever inconsistent motive of celebrity.
This is great content. Imagine the subscribers, views, and how much money I'm going to make.
Forever striving to remain relevant, forever striving to remain famous, forever striving to accumulate money whilst living in luxury.
This champagne is divine. And this necklace?
A steal at $100,000. All for charity, of course.
My perfume was $25,000 a bottle. Smells like victory.
Forever trying to remain in tune with the masses whilst they supersede their fan base in many different ways.
How can you portray yourself to care and be like the person on the street whilst you are drinking expensive champagne, attending charity functions, dripping with expensive jewelry?
And their ways of living is an incongruence between the words that they speak. The message that they put out is not the way that they are living.
You are fake no matter how you wish to be seen. Whilst you are putting on your Rolex, we're a star. This is like the common population. You must truly think we are stupid if you think we're going to buy into it.
For hidden within their luxurious homes or accumulated riches beyond a normal person's imagination. And yet these famous people wish to remain relevant lectures upon a society of the suffering.
Isn't it great? Well, they are putting up their feet. Poor people are dying on the streets. Isn't it great? Yo soul wash first all that I mean. Yo soul busy, let it be better for me now.
At their feet. How can you remain relevant if you have nothing in common with the people that you portray yourself to be such like when you are living a lie with millions in your bank accounts?
Have you any idea of how they can extort money from the poor? Another elaborate lie in order for you to buy into. For if they were uncovered, they would be truly seen, and that is the lie that they wish to keep.
And expensive shoes on your feet. How can you ever wish to remain relevant whilst you are hiding in your limousines?
It is all fake and it is never lasting. However, you much wish to keep fame, celebrity, fortune does not last, can you see?
Whilst a person can barely afford a taxi. You could buy a house with the alcohol that you buy.
It would be the greatest downfall you have ever seen. From rags to riches, back to rags, rendering the celebrity the unseen, the ghost to society, for nobody cares about the drugs of society.
With the watch that you wear on your wrist, for a homeless person who is suffering and may die. And yet you have no conscience for your portraying yourself to be something that you are not.
If you wish to put your money to true good use, why don't you support a charity instead of buying that expensive jewelry? Why don't you support the Trussell Trust or another worthy charity? For that expensive Rolex is not going to be worth anything in your grave.
You do not live by your words, you portray yourself to care, and yet you are shut up in your luxurious homes of your big fancy swimming pools.
The problem with this society is the division between the rich and the poor people on our streets. The division is there for all to see. It is plain and it is undeniable. And yet this is who we are as a society.
And whilst the poor people buy your records and buy your literature, it is a false hurts that you're giving to the world because you do not live by the apparent standards that you portray.
Instead of putting your money where your mouth is, why don't you put your money where their mouth is? For their mouth is far more needing than the falsehood coming from your mouth like a waterfall lying to your fan base.
I call you out whilst YouTubers want like view subscriptions and Patreon members, you accumulate riches behind the scene.
And before you dare suggest I do put my money where my mouth is, for I spend it creative, my poetry, in order to tell the truth.
that no one seems able to speak.
And yet you're portraying yourself to be this person that is giving and that is truly caring. I beg you to come down from your pillar, from your throne, and walk upon the streets.
At least I am not making money from the people I speak of. I am not accumulating in written fame I wish to speak for I consider myself to be a drag of society.
As one of the people that you portrayed yourself to be, I beg you to spend one day in the life of your fan base. For you will be begging to escape this reality that is ever sucking the life out of the general populace. You could not wish to be one of us.
People ask me why don't I make money from my content? Well, that is not the purpose of my content. My content has been created not to make money from those I speak of. My content has been created in order to actually help people.
However much you may try. For you would not give up your riches in order to live like us. It is a false city. It is a lie that you are making money from in order to prosper and leave the normal person in the dust. This is not jealousy. This is the truth that you're hiding whilst you are selling your products for others to perceive you much like them when you're far from it. Do you understand? Your image is a falsehood with the falseness of celebrity and fame. For what is it that you wished to hide? It is the riches that you accumulate.
What a disgrace to society. Absolutely. Stepping over them is a chore.
Oh my God, how disgusting.
For if people saw the real you and how you truly live, then they probably would not subscribe to your product. They would probably turn their attention elsewhere. For what in common do you have with the beggar on the streets? Yes, I know what you have in common, for you are constantly begging for money.
Hey everyone, if you enjoy this content, please hit like and subscribe, and consider joining my Patreon for exclusive perks.
Please, anything helps. I just need some money for food. God bless.
And that is about the all of it. You're never endless whining. You're never endless begging for people to like you. In order for you to take advantage by putting out a false message. Perhaps one day you'll be seen in the true light that you do not wish to be seen. The end